stupid game. Okay. There. Now I can get out of there. And quit to desktop. Now everything will be saved like I want it to be saved. God dang, this game at times. XCOM. It's frustration on crack.
Well, isn't that how the game was built in the first place?
It's because the devs... Apparently a lot of game devs nowadays are like seeing how there's been a lot of surge with the whole Dark Souls 3 thing. And it's like because people wanted to challenge themselves. And unfortunately now it's like all the time now, all these developers want to make games that hard. But they didn't really make it so much as hard as stacking too much bullshit. And they also have a very bad system for shooting, hitting, missing, spotting, and all that. It's showing signs that they weren't exactly that thorough with making the code work the way a normal... I mean, seriously, you can do normal, proper tactics, and they don't work because the game mechanics has no basis in reality whatsoever.
Point blank range with a shotgun, chance to hit 30%.
No. Problem. Point blank range. I'm having a problem here with the AW for once. Oh, wow.
Yeah, there is this storyline campaign part 3 going on. And some other stuff that I don't know about because still dorm internet is blocking it.
Oh. Okay. I'm on the launcher again. I'm hitting play for Europe. Game starting. Come on, game. Start. Okay. Normal not responding. That's normal. Then it goes away. This should be good. This should work. But I was able to get my photographs in XCOM 2 to work after I undid the ransomware temporarily. Oh, it's like, wow. But the mods you add on will still crash the fucking game. And even though they're mods that are labeled War of the Chosen, that kind of update. Well, while that's loading, I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Well,
I'll be right back.
Okay. Alright, so... Well, he's gone. Let's look at Pretty Tank. Pretty Tank's pretty. This thing sucks. Oh, I still have the lighting bug. So, who likes the update to Discord? With the categories now instead of the split between voice and text channels. There is a very fat cat seeking attention. Only 64 dropped frames, that's about 2 seconds, that isn't too bad. Well, considering I'm on the old computer again. Because the IT guy in the dorms just doesn't want to fix the problem for some reason. It is taking its time. Well, while that's going on, I can look a bit at my creator studio. To live streaming. And I will see that this is all working perfectly fine. Let's see for chat. Yes, that still is the old computer stats. That's good. No, I don't want a automatic moderation on my YouTube chat. That's stupid. Well, I could go and post around that I'm live streaming. That's something I could do in the meanwhile. And in the meantime, English is getting bad. Welcome back.
Growing old sucks. Old man bladder makes me feel almost as bad as when I was a little kid. Okay, 7's good. You want to go light tank?
Why not?
Oh, there's an event going on.
Yes, a +100 to everything.
Goodies. 67 days left on the premium account. Hey.
10 hours left.
No, 67 days of this.
No, I have 10 hours left.
Oh. Okay.
Like, basically there's no point in activating more stuff if you're not able to play during the week.
Yeah.
And I forgot to look what mission it was.
Oops. So it's just me and you, no Gus, no Mickey?
No, Gus is on a break for a little bit. Just to be able to edit his almost 2-hour-long Rage compilation. From playing Kingdom Hearts and Persona 4.
Oh boy. Playing all them weeboo games.
Well, Kingdom Hearts was so bad that they actually had to stop playing it.
Oh wow. Oh, 0 hour. Oh, shite.
Yeah. This can go really well or really bad.
It depends on what the tier 8s are able to do.
Well, the M1 is, from what I've seen, capable at least.
M1A1 AIM?
That is the
M1A1 AIM?
yeah, that is the replacement for the tier 7 premium Abrams.
Oh.
They moved it up a tier to correspond to the new reordering of the Abrams line as the M1A2. The version that it is supposed to be is now the tier 8 instead.
Well, we got, I don't know so much about Rosamax, but...
Well, it is the one with the 80 gems.
Yeah.
Tier 7 is the version without the 80 gems and it sucks.
Whoop. Come on, better. Yeah. Get out of the road. And then he disappears. So I wind up hitting darts because I can't. He turned invisible.
Hostile truck.
And he's dead. Good. Where the hell are those scientists at?
Well, the secondary hasn't triggered yet.
I know. That's the problem. Where the
That's
hell
trigger
is it?
soon. Don't drive against the bridge pillars.
I know.
Well, for a fact, I know if someone's going to spawn, he's going to spawn over here, so I'm moving over here.
Yeah, it usually spawns down at the near the river.
But I think it is triggered when you get that spawn in the reactor itself.
Oh, is that? Well, they've already triggered reactor spawns.
Or we're just stupid and nothing is actually going to happen.
Could they have eliminated secondaries from this? That would so
Not that I know. There wasn't any update. Oh, there it is.
Oh, all the way back there.
Thank you, game. Well, I'm just going to shoot my magazine at someone, and then I'll go get it. Alright, I'm on my way getting it. Already done 4k damage. I'm proud of myself for not having played so long.
Ah, you only been about a week.
But I used to play every day, so it's actually a long time for me.
Okay, they've drawn out a lot of the spawns. I got a bomb here I gotta deal with. I'm running out of time for the bomb.
This is not good.
Oh, they spawned right near you.
Yeah, I'm almost dead. Thank you, game, for spawning 2 autoloaders.
One down. Howdy, Black Company. Identify target.
I'm moving towards a bomb. I know these two gotta hurry up. Yeah, there's 2 of you there. Just take it out. Take it out. Please, wake the hell up. Okay, it's back there.
Identify.
And I'm dead.
Trying to get the secondary overspawned.
Yeah. I am not going to do that. Screw that secondary.
Black Company. There are scientists still in the
Okay,
plant.
those are dead.
Clear so we can get the chopper in for evacuation.
I am not going to lose my tank a second time.
Let me come around. Oh, no, that's not the replacement for the M1. It's the one with the American Patriot paint job.
And the Desert Bat version.
And it's, as Fiora found out, a bit slower.
Well, they had to nerf the premium in some way.
It's worse than the basic M1.
Yeah, but makes more credits.
46 seconds, I don't know if I'll be able to get them.
Choppers are within range.
Let's see. I am an armored brick and I haven't been damaged yet. Oh, look at that, and the Stingray coming. Oh, they're coming after me now.
Identify target. Hostile PC.
Oh, he's up there. He's all the way the fuck up there. I don't know if I'll be able to make it in 8 seconds. No! Did not make it.
Black Company. We've lost signal. Hopefully they can make it out without our help. PLM are taking the town.
Stop fucking lagging.
The last of the civilians.
Come on, reload the gun faster. Alright, a couple more things to deal with here and then I'll give you fire support. Come on dudes, just stay focused on the Abram, shoot at the Abram. Good bot.
Black Company. Stand by for new intel.
Right, you're dead. Alright, I'm reloading.
There. I couldn't get to the first guy, but I got enough time to get to the guy that's up over there. But there's another tank right here, another Stingray. What the fuck? 3 Stingrays. Fine. You want to be that way? Fine, be that way. I'll go take care of saving somebody while you're being a dickwad. Hiding. Seriously, what to hide? A Buford.
Alright, I'm reloading for 19 seconds.
target.
There's the other one up on the dam. Nerosamac. I don't know what he was doing.
Lanzabi, it could be nice if you spotted the cap.
I'm trying to get to the secondary here.
Screw that secondary, win the game first. I think that is the most important at the moment.
If I can spot, I've got limited range, you know, not a scout.
Well, our T-98 and M1A1 are pussies.
There, go spotted. Now start shooting.
Crap, reloading.
Then I respawned with my Jesus kid over here. And I get the second scientist. Oh, Buford. No wonder he got killed up here. Rosamac. Fuck you and your magic bullshit gun.
Black Company, mission aboard.
No, T-98 and M1A1 were absolute giant pussies.
So they didn't want to take a chance.
Nope.
And I had a Buford at the respawn spot. Because this game is they're trying to be that kind of bullshit edge. Not everybody wants to be Dark Souls 3, motherfuckers.
No, this mission is perfectly doable.
It's doable. You gotta have.
But they thought that people would have brains. That is basically what they thought.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. They loaded this game that if you're not careful or you're not brave at the right time, you're going to lose it, and we just saw that. Because me and the Rosamac were doing stuff, you were doing stuff. The other two, no. They didn't want to win, so they didn't try. And I'm hoping people get to win.
And it is Watchdog.
And I am hoping that those two get to watch this later and hear that they were pussies, because that's what they were, pussies.
Well, I did upload a video yesterday.
Watchdog, okay.
I called it Dance of the Raging Arseholes.
We were 3 tier 6s this time instead of 8s.
Well, that means that we are going to do the heavy lifting.
Yes, we are going to do it. Me with my Merc, you were your Object 187. And these three, we'll see how good they are with their M1, their Lab 600, and their BVP M2.
Well, the BVP ain't that bad, but I would rather be in a BMP or BMD.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a BMP2 at the rate it's set up and armed.
The Lab 600, I would actually rather be in a Stingray 2, as it has the same gun, but better mobility. Yeah. And, well, probably at tier 6, the M1 Abrams is the best thing there is.
You know what the funny thing is about the Labs? They're designed to snipe from a way they can scoot away, which means they got better ass armor than front armor. So you're supposed to like park it with its ass to the enemy zone and snipe that way.
Good job, Rolls-Royce. Good job.
Okay, the Lab. Oh, that's a Cadillac.
Oh.
But anyway.
Well, I know that Rolls-Royce did design the Stingray, and they have the same turret, so... Thinking...
Really, Shattered? Are you that stupid again?
Alright, he tracks me and now I'm sideways onto him.
Careful, more stuff coming from the bridge.
Yeah, I'm still tracked.
Helicopters.
Stupid uneven ground. Come on, Russia, gun depression, you need it.
those fucking helicopters. I stopped the saboteur. That's good.
That's
That
good.
little bastard shot me in the side. Oh, okay, you want to play that way, huh? I don't know why those guys are all the way back there.
Well, the laugh is understandable. The Abrams is probably just a pussy. Maybe it's the same pussy.
No, different. It's a different guy, but that's a regular tier 6. Come on, let me get in a circle so I can cap it. Spotted. Yeah, there's something across the river. I can see me, but I can't see it.
Oh no, it's a Terminator.
Figures.
To our flank.
I'll do this then.
Now it is a Sheridan. And that's a Ramka. And I would not recommend going over this hill.
No, I was just saying that it was way across the water that I shot at.
Alright, time to leave.
Okay. Ramka's in the water. Oh, look at this, Sheridan. Wow. So accurate from across the fucking water there, man. Wow.
Well, it's probably a couple of mates.
They're still shooting and I can't see them. And a swing fire.
Oh, I can't see them either, and they are shooting at me.
Whoa. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot more shit now. Man, there's a lot. There's a Louis up here too.
I'm on it.
AMX 10 RCR.
I'm shooting as soon as the gun's reloaded.
And I blew up. Fire. Goddamn fire.
Yeah, fire sucks. Well, that should actually be a real problem with Mercify as the engine is in front.
Yep. That's where he shot me, through the engine. Seriously, there's still a warrior up here?
I don't know, I get her.
Yeah, there's still shit up here over the bridge. What the fuck?
Stupid lag. Well, it's only 27 milliseconds, but still, it's higher than usual.
Jesus. That's odd. I never thought I would see more enemy vehicles around here, back here.
Well, it's probably just because we forgot him. Oh, that's a saber. Everyone focus the saber. Don't let that servant live.
I can't even see this fucking saber yet. Oh, there's a BMD-4. That's a decent beast.
And the Leo too. Oh, and my gun is down. It's like the thing they hit the most with the ATGMs.
They go overboard with the ATGMs, as we've already discussed.
Yeah, but for some reason they take out my gun way more times with an ATGM than with a regular shot. For some weird reason.
Buford Lieutenant back near me at the hospital.
Oh, that's a saber. Alright, Weasel Toe.
No, look
He
back
almost got
here.
friendly.
Jeff, look back here on the mini-map.
Yeah, I know, but I had stuff in front of me.
Lieutenant
And the
killed.
Ramka.
Not enough damage to him. He's a lieutenant with too much fucking health. Yeah, you got way too much goddamn
Right,
health.
BVP. Don't do that with your missiles. You bounced off my ass twice now. Almost there.
Damn it, I'm getting killed by this Buford lieutenant.
I'm here.
Revenge, you fucking bastard. Lieutenants got so much goddamn health and my gun's not doing enough damage.
That's only 105.
Yeah, I know.
A couple of days ago, I
Properly bet a really much better beneficial Merc would be the 3 or 4 with the 120 on it.
would be a tier 8 version.
Yep.
When they actually implement it as a real tank line.
Yeah. You get all the Slavatories are dead. Good. Yeah, if they give an actual line of Israeli tanks, then we'll be able to use the shot cow and the...
And that weird thing they did to the Centurion.
That's the shot cow.
Yeah.
Made it so brutal.
I actually don't really know the names.
Yeah, they basically took it and made it super brutal. Better fire control systems, ERA, and all that stuff, and who knows what they did to the ones they've got on. Whoa.
Even more armor.
Yeah.
And the Centurion was already a good tank.
Yep. Stop spawning all over the place, you little bastards.
Sadly, the Chieftain wasn't.
Identify.
Yep. Somebody learned a ramming trick. Like, damn. Goodbye, you little bastard. Freaking bots. I will say this though, some of the bots do act like players as opposed to just programmed robocalls.
Yeah, I go around the corner. Where do you spawn on both sides?
Yeah.
Oh, that was it.
That's dead. That was last bot.
Well, that was a waste of a Jesus kit.
Yeah, but still, I didn't have much choice. And they were tier 6s. I don't think they were going to survive much.
Yeah, you have 2 people watching.
Yeah.
One on Twitch and one on YouTube. Should put this back in chat mode.
Split viewership. Cool.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
be able to probably do. I'll probably be able to do dual streaming myself once I can feed new, better computer.
Well, it's not like you actually have to do twice the encoding.
Yeah.
It's that you stream to one side and they do the encoding to the 2 others. Like,
So-
I'm not even doing this on my better computer.
No, but who does that? Who does the encoding? Hey, I broke
I'm not
10K.
really 100% sure who does it, but someone does it.
But look at that! I actually broke 10K with that old slow-mo tank, and made 400. Took home 437,900.
I took home more than 500,000.
Yep. Well, you reload because even with the trick everyone says, it ain't that much fat. It's still a slow
Yeah.
loading tank. This 105 slow, man, it's slow. I'm like, god dang, nobody was ever that goddamn slow in the the Merkava. They didn't really implement
No, well,
that piece of shit carousel. They used standard muscle man loading a bullet in a chamber. That's it.
well, I think they're going to tweak the reload rate in the future.
Because they nerfed reloads like crazy. It was stupid.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, too many people complaining. Like, we're complaining about the slowness? Because real life, anybody can go onto YouTube and they will see a human and they actually have a video showing there is literally no difference between an autoloader from the Russians and an American muscling a bullet into the chamber. It's about the same.
Let's get the brick out.
Bricks!
Let's see inventory. So, what computer are you thinking of getting?
Oh, it's gonna be build my own parts, kind of, get the best I can for stuff. I'm just trying to debate whether or not to stick with the current system I've got, where I'm using definitely gonna go for a Sabertooth. I just have to see whether or not it'll work for a well, not the Sabertooth per se, but the Asus Dust Guardian. I'm just trying to figure if I'm gonna go with the
Intel or AMD platform?
yeah.
Well, for streaming, I would definitely say AMD.
You thinking the AMD Octo Bridge?
Well, a 6 core will do you fine. Like the R5 1600s. That will be more than enough, because the gaming will probably only use 4 cores, so you still have 2 available for encoding.
Nice.
So even if you use all those 4 cores 100%, you still have 2 free ones.
Yeah.
Because that's how games are programmed these days.
Oh, look, it's Ricochet and we got the slowest fucking tank.
This is going to be fun. So drive and don't stop.
Nope,
Well,
enough.
I have noticed that the Challenger 2 ATDU is faster than the XM1A3.
Yep.
I find that funny.
Yeah.
As it was the other way around, all the way up to tier 10.
See, like, look, the MP3's already going for that secondary.
Good guy. He knows what he's doing.
Yes. That's what a scout's job is. But somebody's got to get the hill. Oh, look. Two to the right is breaking out. Bam. Whoa, 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 T90, wake up and watch where you're going. Or BMD4.
Actually, the current rule in PC building is that you get a Intel chip if you just do gaming and an AMD chip for all the rest.
Right. I'm just pushing through. There's a Milan I just passed by. There's also a T90, a T64 from 76 out there. Whoa. The Warrior just fired an ATGM up my butt. Okay, 2 supply caches have been grabbed. Somebody grab the hill. Please ping the hill.
I am pinging the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, you're already up there.
Fuck yeah, man. I finally got momentum.
In a Challenger.
In a Challenger.
I applaud this.
Can you imagine a Challenger booking ass like this?
Well, probably yes, in a Middle Eastern country. Fighting T-55s. Take cash.
Good. Secondary crate. That was the hill was one of the live action. Okay, let's biff me up.
Alright, back to Sabo for a Leo 2.
I got a Leo 2 right near me. I gotta kick him in the butt.
I'm shooting at him from the front. Oh, you're talking about the 2A6.
I'm dealing with a 2A6. You know.
I'm dealing with a 2A4. A Weasel Toe and a BMP3. But I'm a challenger, I can take it.
Ouch. He's AP. He's punching me.
Well, he's 2 tiers higher than you. He should punch you.
And now another BMD spawns. What?
Alright, he's on fire, that's good. Are you going to burn to death or are you going to have to shoot you another time? I'm going to have to shoot you another time. Die and stay dead. Alright, now the leopard.
Oh, come on, Leo 2A6. Fucking dumbass.
Right, the Leo 2 is dead. Now I can advance and get myself some BMP3 ass.
I need a little help over here.
On my way. Well, that's a Dogon.
There. That got killed finally. About time somebody came and helped me.
Well, the T90 is capping, so I'm going to just devour this Begleitspanzer.
Can't handle a Leo 2A6 in this piece of shit. There's still something on the table. So one thing I found, Challenger, now they got tanks that can punch through it for the AI, so it's not the monster it used to be.
Well, you do have to admit it was a bit overpowered.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just going to cap out into a better mission. I'm not even going to report the BMP3 for putting an 80 gem into me.
He also shot me with a machine cannon in the butt.
Yeah, me multiple times.
Yeah,
But he did do the secondary, so...
Well, we got the secondary done. The people must have been wondering, wait a minute, how's the Challenger all that far away across the map?
Just press the W button and do not let go.
Don't stop for nothing. Exactly how I
Not
like.
even for tea.
Nope. Well, remember, the girls of the St. Gloriana school pride themselves for not spilling tea while on a tank in motion.
Or getting shot at, or exploding, or falling over.
But you can see by the team score that going for the secondaries did hurt me in damage and killing. So.
Yeah.
Well, you only got 1 kill, but you got a nice chunk of XP. Damn.
That's basically because kills don't give you anything anymore. It's all it's all based on damage.
I was looking at the fact that I only have 5,035 damage dished out.
That's why instead of aiming for engines, I am aiming for tracking shots now, because assistance damage is worth that much more.
Yeah.
Let's see what I'm going to play. You know what? I want to play my Assaulter. I haven't played this thing in a very long time.
Oh, the premium Chinese tanky.
Yeah, I haven't played this thing in a really, really long time.
Do I have any upgrades for T90 in here? All those are unlocked.
Alright, Melhadar you, one tip of advice for retrofits. Make it so you can dismount them for a little bit of credit cost. That would be very nice of you. So don't have to spend almost 2 million on refitting a tank.
It's ridiculous. They should give a refund of some sort.
No, not a refund, just the ability to dismount them.
I would love to be able to not just dismount, but sell it and get that, you know, use that as a discount against the cost of a new piece. If you get my meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got here? Again, 3 6s.
That team lineup.
2 Bimps and a Leopard 2 AV.
The moment I don't take an MBT.
And what a name, Panzer Puffer. And this is Onyx. The BMP3s need to go after secondaries as fast as possible. Not get into duels because they...
Oh, I mix up Onyx and what's the other one again?
Cerberus.
Cerberus, I mix those up all the time. Like, I thought this was Cerberus.
They're both the same map, just different ends.
I actually like this way better. It's easier. Because lieutenants cannot hide in the river over there.
No. Allahu Akbar! Aloha snack bar!
Yeah, and there goes my monetization. Thank you, Lanzabi. There goes my monetization.
Why?
They add apocalypse, remember?
Okay, wait a minute.
That is probably going to cost me a couple of cents.
What, you shot me?
No, you talking.
Oh.
And my video probably going to get pulled down for it.
Oh. For Aloha snack bar?
Yeah, even for that.
Wow.
Because voice recognition.
That was an on-the-move shot. I killed that bin.
Where are the days that 15k damage in this thing was a good score?
Ooh, it's a T-72 model. It just exploded.
Like when they in 018 changed the snakebite mission.
Yeah.
And you took this thing out and you did like 20k damage. And you got home with almost 1,000,000 credits.
Really, that much?
Well, on an event, of course. But still, that was a really fun time. If only I ever remembered to take a Jesus kit in this thing.
Did you forget that?
I only have a refit kit.
You should change it to the Jesus kit.
I know.
Set it for auto reload.
And the Terminator put 3 missiles into me, which is bullshit. He had other targets to shoot at way closer to him.
Identify.
Whoa, you got more baddies?
Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. He's dead.
He's dead. I knew what I was doing.
Thanks for the
Going
spotting, guys.
Yeah, scouts aren't doing their job as scouts.
Sorry, I hit your gun barrel.
Ah, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah, I was aiming for the VFM and you drove in front of me.
Yeah, my fault.
Well, that happens. Unlike that warrior yesterday that deliberately aimed to put an ATGM in my ass and the ass of Leopard to wave 4.
Careful. Alright.
Yeah, you're doing some damage now. Well,
Triple
he's
nickel.
dead.
My idea is to go after the final pickup truck, comm truck down there. Yep, he's underneath, so.
Alright, so let's see, what else did happen? Yeah, I forgot the update to Discord.
I saw, it was kind of weird.
I like it.
A lot
It
of
makes it
people-
so, it makes it way more organized and clean. Instead of having like a list of 50 channels, you just have like 5 tabs that you can open and close whenever you want. And only when there are new messages those tabs will appear.
And you got another rampkin near you.
Those channels will appear within the tabs.
Nice. Oh, let's see.
I do hope the mobile version gets it soon.
Yeah, the mobile app. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they're working on that.
As well,
Look at this.
it would be very handy for mobile because you do actually have a really small space for the lists themselves.
One of the problems I was having with XCOM, apparently my image files were being messed with because a vast ransomware was mistaking the stuff for some sort of attempt on my files.
Ah.
Unfortunately, that's only one
every
problem
time.
solved. The rest of is the crashes, and the crashes I found out are the result of. If you have more than one, I have 2 mods on the game so far, and it won't crash with those. But it will crash if I add more mods.
So basically, it is a mod conflict between them.
Probably these are mods that are labeled WotC, specifically for war detection, and apparently can't use them.
Alright, I'm still spotted, even though I throw smoke and I'm behind and have a train on my other flank, and I'm dead.
Ooh, and there was I saw that you spotted a Charlie 1 Ariete.
Yeah. Because they can spot me through solid objects.
Yes, they can. They just hurt me. Jesus Christ. Congratulations, AW. You just...
I didn't think you could screw up even harder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good position to be in B3 is in. I should take that next time. But I should know when to pull back.
Yep.
Two ATGM bounces on the Ariete. Oh, and that guy's dead. Because he does not pull back after shots.
Always supposed to pull back after shots if you can help it. You shot me from the rocks? Shot me through the lip? What the fuck is this bullshit? So they can shoot you through some of the dirt if you're on top of the... I yell bullshit for that. Leo 2AV, you need to help shoot the guys in the circle. And yes. Switching to ATGMs.
And this will be the second loss.
Wow! T90 coward. Oh, I'm the fucking coward.
Welcome
no
to
idea.
online gaming.
Oh, I'm the coward, huh? I was working on getting reloaded. Pardon me for waiting for my ammo to re-switch.
You know what the funny thing is about the updated Discord?
Yeah.
It made me an admin on the Katsuga server.
Mm.
As Fiona just could not figure out how it worked.
Ooh.
And I basically did it all. Alright, I've had enough of this, I'm dropping down.
Going to the lower tier matches.
Yeah,
How far down you want to go?
tier 6. I want to play my XM1.
busy hiding behind cover while swapping bullets. Does he not understand the concept that bullets are a necessary, the right shell for the right job? The XM1, that M1 monster, wasn't going to go down easy.
And yeah, it wasn't either.
No.
Alright, it's Harbinger.
Oh, wonderful.
A Navic tank with gun depression. Time to kill everything in the valley.
Keep the lower plate safe, and you're really, really good. Oh, Minnie Mouse again. So that one. It's kind of funny when you see someone's name in there, Minnie Mouse.
Well, I can applaud the Germans for one thing during the Second World War. Having a great sense of humor in naming their tanks.
The mouse.
Panzer 1, Panzer 2, Panzer 3, Panzer 4,
Panther,
Tiger,
King Tiger,
Panzer 7, Mouse.
Yeah.
And a bit bigger than that is a rat.
The one that never got made because it would have been too expensive, too big, and crappy. Okay, there's two of the trucks that are along the river road.
The Tiger itself was a crappy tank.
Oh, there's all kinds of problems. Okay, it looks like Minnie Mouse is going for the two trucks over that way. Good.
Good, that's his job.
And we will do the Panzer Force this way. Oh, somebody's already getting tore up.
I'm actually waiting for someone to make an anime voice pack for this game.
Huh.
I would download that and make a couple of YouTube videos about it just to irritate people.
Well, at least one thing, you don't really hear much from the crews of your tank in this game.
I actually don't.
No, unlike World of Tanks where...
Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
Yeah.
It's like the one sentence I remember. Alright, time to go with AP. Oh, Zabi, you know what tank has the best 120mm gun on the game?
What?
The WZ-1224.
Really?
Yes, because even stock, it reloads faster
Hey, that house acts as flight paper.
than higher tier guns.
Oh, BMP can't figure out where that truck is. It's on. Oh, he figured out. It's on the river side. And there's two way down south. "70-degree shatter." Wow. I'm really not. And then the flashing light. Light and dark shading problem. What if I shut off shadow? Probably should shut those down.
It probably won't help much. I've been having the same problem on the potato laptop. It's just a general lighting issue.
Ah.
And not really something that has to do with shadows. So I'm capping.
Cap. And that's part of the mission here.
Enjoy killing them.
Because then after that, it's defense.
Yeah, and that's more fun, because I can shoot at things. Oh, am I really going to be the only one capping? Thanks, guys.
Apparently so. I was trying to get to the goddamn trucks out here.
You guys never watched Full Metal Alchemist? Great dies, come on. Like twice. I hate one thing. No.
What's that? What's that?
Just after I became a admin-moderator on the Katsuga server, Fiona made a no spoilers anime channel. It's going to be a fucking nightmare to moderate.
Yeah.
Because I have not seen all anime, I do not know what is a spoiler and what isn't. Oh, really? You can hit me with an 80 gem through that little slit. Yep. And I'm dead.
Oh man.
Thanks guys for the help.
The AI was able to use that ability to thread the needle with artillery. Are you kidding me? So.
Thanks guys for the help in capping. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to use my Jesus kit.
Ah.
I've not done enough damage for it. Because if I use my Jesus kit, I want to make sure that I've already earned that money. And I haven't.
What the hell hit me? Oh, there's a swing fire behind us.
And you are the sideways on with your turret to the saber.
I had to use Jesus kit to stay alive, and I'm going to hunt that little missile down. Yeah, fuck you, saber. Although the fate character saber, that'd be a whole different type of fuck you saber.
Well, technically it's just a servant classification, so it's not really the character name.
I know,
so you could even be meaning Siegfried or Nero or Caesar or any other saber class servant.
Yeah, but Arctoria, she's kind of hot. But then, you know, hey, they always draw the women very religious in anime.
Well, the 2006 version wasn't really that bad on it. As well, back in 2006 it wasn't really that bad with all the ecchi stuff.
Yeah.
Like, these days every anime needs to have it apparently. That's why in Gate they gave Rory a different outfit in the anime and the manga.
Hmm. Okay, I better get back in there so they keep up with the freaking dealing with these guys that are defending the base. All your things that belong to us. Only got 6,000 damage and 3 kills so far. The fox.
Holy crap!
Oh, hello.
How were they not spotted?
Because our other guys are so focused and blinded, I'm dead. So now it's up to the 3 6s.
Alright, Stingray's an idiot. He drove sideways on out. Well, that's leaving.
Fox is bad. I told them to better defend well, man. And look at them. They're just like letting themselves get flanked.
And staying out in the open.
There's Minnie Mouse. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, because you got to guide the missiles, you kind of stuck having to watch.
Yeah.
But once you're done and you're reloading, back up.
Don't use the autocannon, it sucks.
What's that?
Don't use the autocannon, it sucks.
The 100mm does a better job than the cannon. The HE rounds.
I was talking about the fox. Or is he dead?
He's alive. Oh, he hit his Jesus kit.
Oh.
He's getting decent enough results with the auto cannon. Watch out! There's a BMD. Yeah, kill that.
Let's see.
Go. Okay, Minnie Mouse is almost dead. Whoa! Puma bot. Bam, bam. Tuk, 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 and takes it down. Good, good, good. That's good, decent run play. He's doing good. It's now down to the Bimp and the Fox.
So I just started counting, and Artoria has 7 different versions.
I know. Super popular chick, huh?
Well, it's basically the first main character Fate series was built off of.
There's a lot of statuettes of her too. 1 minute and 12 seconds to go, and it's all they got to do is live and defend for that much time. And the enemy bots are all on the other side of the map from us, so hopefully...
Well, I actually lost count of how many Saber figures Jingles has on the shelf. I actually lost count.
Apparently he's a fan of hers.
It's on par with the total amount of Girls and Panzer figures.
Yeah. Although, the one thing that makes me think, oh, you know, because I kind of like the Rory figure from Gate. But it's like, how could you? She's 960 years old. What else are you going to do?
Yeah.
She's kind of stuck in that shape. All she wants to do is enjoy what she's got while she's still got time. She's got 40 more years to go. And then she ascends and becomes full goddess. Uh, 3 seconds left.
I'm actually still laughing at that one scene in the court.
Mm-hmm. Oh, when the one legislator woman is bitching and crying about things, and then she gets put down by what looks like a kid.
960 years old, 160 years old, 15.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Because
there was like that slight spot of relief.
Yeah, but she was still so pissed because she's getting told she's
of by someone probably more than 20 times her age.
Well, it's like, she's damn good looking for an old lady.
And like the social media reactions.
The goddess has descended.
Yeah. Well, technically 40 more years, guys.
At 40 more years, she ascends and becomes full-on goddess, and she can look adult. That was good money.
Well, it took long enough.
Oh yes, MBT. There's all kinds of tanks I got here to play with that are goldies. So, you're going to take the MBT-70.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Wizzy, which is actually a decent...
Ah, that's pretty decent for Direwolf, as that is a flat map.
Which is perfect for this tank. This tank loves flat maps. God, this thing's such a beast. Upper glacis plate and the turret cheeks bounce things like crazy. Oh no! They did... And the turret ring is showing nowadays.
Well, I'm still waiting.
To be much flatter.
Yeah. Well, I'm still waiting for the manga to actually catch up to the anime so we can get new stuff.
Yeah, I would like to see a third season of Gate. I've seen the first
like, there will be a third season. It takes time for the manga to update because they did the second season just because the first season was so incredibly popular. They did not even see it coming.
Minnie Mouse again, and a buddy of his from his clan, also in a BIMP 3.
And not in Platoon.
And they're not platooning.
No.
They kind of like just showed up. Oh boy. But I don't know how well we communicate. I don't know how good their English is.
Well, I don't know the Decry clan, so I can't say.
Yeah.
Like,
but he had a But they had a Polish flag on. So
Like, speaking English is actually the only requirement for joining my battalion. It's like the only requirement.
And then
Well,
we got this XM1 with us. So we got 3 premium tanks.
the 3 premium tanks of this tier. Who will do better?
Good honeying. You said honeying.
Ah, crap.
Just after you get done speaking English, you're talking about
Yeah.
honeying, which is a
Yeah, I'm
preliminary
switching between
requirement.
keyboard layout to scrap. Like, my main keyboard is in the German quartz layout, while this is a ZERTY. Oh, that's basically why I'm...
Oh, that's all the way over there where they're encountering.
Yeah. I'm just going to wait here.
I'm spotted. Something's coming. There we go.
Where did that shot go?
Damn, where did my shot go? Okay, game, making our shots disappear.
Oh, that's what I like to see. 750 damage.
AP is
He's
going
dead.
for 70. Switching to fin stabilized, which will punch things nicely.
Ooh, almost 800. Like, I've done 800 in this thing. I really like the damage buff. Well, it was kinda needed.
What? Did he shot me? Like that, without the... And there he's dead. Boomp, and a boomp, and a boomp, and a boomp, and a boomp. And another BMD. And a saber.
Alan Zabi.
There's baddies behind us.
I was looking at the Fate Grand Order Wikipedia page to figure out how to get a certain servant. And I ran across the servant list.
And?
I finally know why Archer from Fate Stay Night and Shiro have actually so much in common. They are the same person.
Your side. And eventually Rin becomes the vessel for Ishtar. Only 4891 damage this shot. I am disappointed. I should be doing more.
Well, I'm on 6.
8.17 second reload time.
Oh, the BMP is on a roll. He's on 7. $803.
Ow. Well, that's right. You get the 152 on that puppy.
Yeah. Does have a longer reload, but it does have a real good punch.
I'm gonna use up my HE rounds. Oh, an OF-40's decided to join us.
Pain.
That was his mistake. Did.
Well,
Oh,
probably
fire behind.
Probably in the future we will get more information on all their futures as the Heaven's Feel arc is going to be released.
Ooh, he was starting to burn. Yeah.
Which is the final and third ending to the Fate Stay Night series.
Good, I'm now at 7,000 kit, over 7,000, which is what I was hoping to do.
Well, I'm over 9,000.
Yeah, but you have a bigger gun, does more damage.
Yeah, but you have a faster
Fun.
reload.
8.17 second reload.
11.22. That's a full 3-second difference.
got in front of my gunshot. Thank you.
Sorry.
71 points for that final hit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I can say you that I actually did miss my shot.
There. 4 more shots of HE rounds to hurt. And that guy died.
Ooh, 730 in his flank.
Nice. But yeah, I expect with what you're flinging, the size of the round you're flinging.
Yeah.
That is a monster for doing it, you know. But I wanted to play with the Wizzy because I've never done that. So.
I do not know how I hit that shot. Thank you, server lag.
Oh, it's worse on the WoW server. My boats were experiencing lag enough that it was getting me killed.
That's really bad.
786 with the HE round. Nice. Oh man, is dead.
Oh, almost 666.
Nice.
Almost.
Just the neighbor of the beast.
Yeah. Well, not really the neighbor, but living in the same street. And on the same side of the road. There are like these 2 houses in between them.
Oh, at 40. That's a whole shot.
Be punished.
Ah.
Oh, my favorite food, a weasel.
721 into the weasel.
Now he's dead. Oh, that wasn't.
And that was the last bot.
14k. Let's see who won. Did I win or did the BMP3 win?
Oh.
Well, from what they say, I think they are a Italian clan.
What? Why have a Polish flags on?
Could also be.
And the one guy said, "Hi, Misa," which sounded more like a Polish word than an Italian word.
Well, the other guy said finito, so...
Well, they probably picked that up. Oh, I made the target award. I took at least minimum of 10 hits, at least 1,000 potential damage. Not bad.
I did not win. Well, I did win in damage, but I did not win in experience, so it's not a full win. Let's see what I'm going to play.
Wow.
You know what? I'm going to play this thing.
What's that? Oh, a Chieftain 900.
Yeah. I do not know why people hate this thing.
Well, ooh, nice payout though. Thanks to the event, these things are making nice payouts. The Chieftain 900, eh?
Yes.
Okay, well.
And I have loaded hash.
You have any idea what the mission is?
Not yet, you need to level up before I can see it. No, level up, ready up. English. Leviathan.
Oh, this will be interesting. And I got a big boomstick.
Are we good?
I'm ready.
Oh, and that PvP lives again.
What's that?
PvP is still back alive. Because in the current event people have to play PvP.
Oh.
Like it was 2 rounds of Global Ops, so Global Ops was alive, but PvP was dead.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's PvP, so Global Ops is dead.
Oh.
When do they start advertising? You have the commercials, use them. Like they have a bunch of good trailers. They're just not using them. Like how hard is it to set up an advert campaign on YouTube?
Don't know why. Well, look at that. Got
That
2
team
players.
lineup.
2 tier 5s and 3 tier 6s.
I should have waited on that a bit until the potatoes loaded in.
Don't worry. I have a greeting ready for when they come in. And now it starts 20-something seconds.
This turret is just way too small.
Come on, Martin. There.
It's not wide enough.
What, on the Chieftain?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they were working on.
It's actually decently armored. 9-second reload, really.
Wow, I got mine down to 11.5. I suppose I should be happy about them.
You should be.
And I do have decent speed and mobility. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, Lieutenant. Critical module then, just gun.
Really? APs in the third slot. I'm going to see if I can sneak past all of these guys. And actually kill what's in the cap circle.
Yeah.
So you guys deal with them. Alright, how did I miss that shot?
I lit an M60 on fire.
There are various weapon installations spread across the island. Installations to help keep the Aurora safe.
79 degrees. Overmatch mechanics, question mark.
I'm going for the other thing because this thing's faster than I thought it was.
No, the MT-70 is really fast.
Yeah.
Like, that was one of the selling points of it in the original state. Fast and with a good gun.
Yeah.
But with a slow reload.
That and for whatever reason it was just a dropped joint project. Oh yeah, that's right. It was a weird technology with the
Germans and the Kampfpanzer 70.
well, the fact the driver is in the right side of the turret.
And that was why it failed. He got disoriented every time they turned the turrets.
Actually, I watched the footage of what it was supposed to do. It was supposed to keep the tank, and he would be locked forward, and the tank could swivel around like crazy. Another minute of defense. And it's a starship. I was hoping I would have destroyed the one tank with the engine fire. No, it put its engine fire out. I had to kill it with another shot.
Yeah. Well, engine fires aren't that overpowered, sadly.
Oh no. Boss can kill me with an engine fire, but I just can't kill them with an engine.
So, where is its swing fire?
Hiding. It's near the water. Meanwhile, there is another missile battery I'm going to go launch.
Alright, where's the next gap?
Missiles will launch in 2 seconds.
Alright, it is over there. So I need to know, so I know where to go now. Because I'm slow.
Oh, that's right, you are cheating. Type 85 was following me. Question is, where's the other secondary going to pop up?
I don't know.
Type 85 2M is in beat up condition. Both of them are. Wow, they really.
Ow, ow,
They're getting
ow.
ripped apart. Whoa. That's right.
A
remember
BMD-4, a Ramka 99 and 2 swing fires.
God dang.
And all went into the turret ring.
They know how to. Yeah, that's another thing. The bots seem to have an unerring accuracy. Which again, I call bullshit.
So now my gun breach is damaged, so I have a 10-second reload. My turret ring is damaged, so it doesn't turn. But luckily none of my crew are dead for the first time in like weeks.
Swing fire has been erased.
Finally.
Loaded. Waiting for a shot.
Holy crap, that's more than 10 degrees of depression.
There's 603 in his engine. Or tracks. Good. Come on. Come on. Erased. That ramp is hiding in the circle. You gotta get it. You gotta get it.
I got
Good.
it.
Somebody. Okay, good. Shot.
This is vengeance. Ow.
Shot him in the missile launcher.
Grab him by the missile launcher.
That's right. Ow. Who just rammed me?
Hey, Ramka?
No, I got rammed by what somebody passing through.
Oh. Just deny my joke. It wasn't even funny, I know.
Trying to get a shot on this VFM. Slow reload. Waste a shot. Oh, it's a saber about the time. And did not erase it.
Should have bought my Jesus kit sooner.
You blew up.
Of course I did.
Okay, third and final secondary are all the joy, 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 joy. Loading missiles. My other big money maker.
Well, they used to be, now they just do the same damage as AP.
No, but they do damage, so that's the whole point. But
I just only use heat.
okay, all the defenses got triggered. Good.
Identify target.
I bounced off the side of a T-72.
There, 739 points of damage. That's the power of a shillelagh. So at the Christmas party, I was using my shillelagh to make merry. Then Mary left the party.
Oh, have you seen the new Fate series that's going on at the moment?
Nope.
Just wait until you see Jack the Ripper. Just,
well, I have seen
just wait.
some interesting artwork. Where apparently there's also a character who's kind of trappy.
Oh, a Stoffel. Poor guy. He got the shittiest master.
What the hell? It's behind us?
Like,
Oh.
in the beginning of episode 3 and episode 6, I think it was, he got raped.
Oh.
In a dungeon. Strapped to a table.
Wow.
On which his master also kills people.
Boom. Yeah. Radio tower still. Nope. Now it's done. Time to ring up. Yeah, but the power of this tank would have been massively insane had they made it work. But
Like the 20mm.
Well, if they put it to a 120 millimeter gun now. Oh yeah, that and the fact that 20 millimeter ACAC gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, why aren't we allowed to use it? Come on, people.
Well, it's because you know they wanted to be like World of Tanks, not War Thunder.
Yeah, my loader and my gun breech are dead. I have a 14-second reload.
Missile oh, wasted my missile, god damn yous.
Well, I have done 14k, I am happy.
Not bad, not bad.
I'm still winning.
We're still killing these guys before they hurt the missile. This is good. Oh, 850. That shillelagh did some good damage.
Oh, that's a wasted shot.
Yeah, I was gonna ram him.
I have to reload for still 7 seconds.
He only had 8 hit points left. Just loud. Boom.
Right, time to go and spot.
I was gonna rip him apart with the 8 hit points. I'm gonna go back here.
When playing my how was it again? I think it was C1 Ariete. In my C1 Ariete, driving at full speed into a Weasel Toe. It did a 1000 damage ram and instantly killed him. That was really funny.
Swing fire. Short range attack. BMD-1,
Kill steal.
Oh, there's a toe and a VFM.
Right, screw the VFM toe, I am coming for you. Oh, come on, did you seriously have to drive away?
Of course you did. I'm shooting missiles at him. Boom!
Still got the kill. We are playing way too aggressively.
Yes, we are.
Can I get one more shot in? Yay, I did it.
Okay, good.
Killed him.
It shook. Everything started shaking. And then we get to see the liftoff, which was a success. So that was a good game.
Another satellite in orbit.
Yes.
Like, how many is that?
I don't know how many satellites me and everyone else I've ever played with has put that foot into space, but damn. We should have like a fucking ring like Saturn by now, god damn it.
Like in World of Warships, they actually made a video of all the statistics from the open beta, from the closed beta. Like how many ships were sunk, how many minutes were played, how many shells were fired, how much tonnage was sunk.
And it has an Arkansas B in the North American server. That's where I play my World.
Come on, guys, please just do it for this game. Tell us how many satellites we have launched, how many shells we have fired.
I'm wondering how many millions. What mission is it looking?
Well, I don't know. I'm still choosing tank.
Okay.
That's good. I'm taking the WZ.
I was considering potentially the Typhoon as a tank destroyer. Depends on the mission.
Yeah, but again, you have to ready up before I can see it.
Alright, tell me what the mission is.
Onyx.
Onyx is one I can do as a tank destroyer. Let's go. Just gotta get
And this time, I'm not going to lose. Don't put us with tier 7s.
Oh god.
Don't put us with a cowardly T90.
They were calling me the coward. Can you believe that?
Maybe.
Oh, BVPM2, BMP, and a Stingray. Good God.
Well, the BVP is kind of good on this map.
Yeah. And the BIM3. They're nice and fast. They can go after secondaries like nobody's business. Stingray.
Interesting choice.
Black ball. Load up. Load up, black ball. At 10 seconds, I will launch the greeting anyway. He may not have a good connection.
That's probably going to be the last match of the day.
Okay.
So, one more topic I want to talk about. Recent production value and animation quality from Ufotable.
Ufotable.
They're the ones that have animated all the Fate stuff until now.
Ah, those guys.
And their animation has gone down in quality.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the sad
Like,
thing to see.
Unlimited Blade Works was the height of it. I just almost did 800 damage with a heat shell. 756. This gun is overpowered.
Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. Can't go too far with the song. Ah, he got destroyed. Okay, move over here. Okay, why is this swinging around wildly?
Ooh, swing fire, tasty.
Oh, I know, because the dumbass Stingray is next to me and doesn't know how to freaking move it without bumping into me.
Ah, missed that shot. That was a wasted heat shell. Because I watched the Grand Order movie this week,
Yeah.
and the 3D animation was way too obvious.
Wow.
Like, most of the fighting scenes, most of the enemies, all 3D animated.
Really? That
Yeah. And the Epigrapha thing that's going on now is, for some parts, suffering from the same thing, but mostly in the horde-like skeleton armies. Which is something I can understand. That's hard to animate.
Yeah, using CGI to run the skeletons, that would be good.
And they all look the same, so why not? But
Exactly. Cookie cutter.
Grand Order for the fighting scenes, really? Really?
Erased.
Oh, there you are.
No penetration on the ram gun.
I bounced.
It is a ram gun.
I'm almost done with the Ramka.
No. I
I'm
got a
finally
fresh one
getting the
right here.
Terminator.
Yeah, but I'm dealing with the fresh one right here.
Identify target.
Oh, crap. Ramka on one side, BMP on the other. Gun depression. Not depressing enough. Ow, that hurts. Die, stay dead.
Shatter.
Identify target.
Another Sheridan. Wow, they had like a Sheridan brigade come out.
They were on sale. How did that not ram him to death? How?
Ouch.
Oh, and there's still an AMX MP90.
I can't see him, but he's shooting at me. What the hell?
Oh, there he is. That's a Saber. He's the most powerful of all servants.
Thanks to Excalibur. Alright, got one more truck to kill.
Good, because you're faster than me.
I know, it's amazing. There he is, hiding up there.
Looks like you got all the SATCOM trucks.
All SATCOM trucks are kaput.
Salvage what we can from them.
Here's another bad guy up there. Oh, it's a tow weasel.
Yeah, that's probably the last guy. I'm already going to the next gap.
Whoop.
Watch out. Enemies
See?
haven't given up yet.
Sorry.
I am going to be there first. Who did you shoot?
I bumped.
Oh. Just bumped?
Yeah, I just rammed into him. Didn't mean to.
Right, where is everyone?
Give them time.
There you are.
I hit him in the gun, that's it. God, it works that the gun only took 121 damage.
Yeah. Well, it is or it takes 100 damage or you get murdered by bots when playing it.
Yeah.
So I kinda see the trade-off there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not taking that shot.
Ow. Wow. Swing fire's a nasty little beast.
Swing fires, sabers, foxes, everything that can spam 2 missiles into you before it dies is nasty.
And I'm gonna die, and I'm dead. I'm out. I'm totally dead now.
I'm not dead yet.
Good shot, you killed the guy that killed me. Freaking stupid bitch. Gunned me to death.
Alright,
with
time to look
HVAC.
for the people that are not moving.
Okay, you're down to just 3 of you, so be careful. Oh,
Well, still... Really, Stingray, you stopped there?
yes, because he's probably dead. He's got 13 kills. He's hungry, but he's not careful.
Just look at me, you don't need a destroyer medal to get far.
No.
Ow.
Careful, BMP3, I'm on your flank. And the ramp up.
Yeah, the Ramka is the main problem.
Yeah.
And that was ATGM 4 in a row.
Kill it with fire.
Kill it before it lays eggs.
Well, you know what I found is the T-72 Terminator is like, that was like we were getting for the Terminator back in the early access days. No ERA plates at all or any of that. Now he's pushing you up the hill. I don't think there's much. Oh, there is one guy left. Eat a bagel.
Well, he's dead anyway before I reload.
Yeah, because he's getting torn up.
How did I miss that shot?
I don't know, but that was the last bot.
And why did the Stingray not fire? Was he on a reload?
Probably a reload. But hey, it was a victory. It wasn't a loss. That worked. Mm-mm-mm.
300k credits, I'm happy.
And I'm a tier 6 that earned over 7k, so I'm okay.
How did the Stingray do that much damage?
Phew, I don't know. I really couldn't tell you.
Like,
really
I expect this of the PvP, but not of the Stingray.
No, but he did get it. He got it. Like I told you, he was hungry, obviously.
So, next week Gus should be back.
Okay.
Together with Mitchie, I hope. And, you know, something happened.
What's that?
Someone actually joined my server through one of my videos.
Seriously?
Yeah. That, like, happened.
Bam. I was able to finally get my T80B's ERA package.
Nice. Now you have Nokia cell phones.
Now I got bricks on my tank.
They're Nokias, not bricks.
What's that?
They're Nokia cell phones, not bricks.
Yes. Well, let's face it, Nokia cell phones are like
Indestructible.
yeah. That's the
Like, you drop one and the floor beneath it is crushed, but the phone is still alive.
Yeah.
You put them in a washing machine, just let them dry and they still work.
I mean, look at this. I got an ERA.
It even kept my Snake high score.
I even got the 12.7 sitting on top of the turret. It is not a bald tank. As all the
Like, the new models actually do have the machine guns on them.
wait, the T80U?
Most new tank models do have the machine guns on them.
Well, I've still got a bald T80U.
That's because that is the normal T80 skin.
Not the new one that's coming out.
No, they had to make a T80B skin differently because the turret is a little bit differently shaped on top. And a bit differently arranged.
Yeah, but my U is still bald.
Yeah.
It's a bald man who spits 125mm bullets.
Also, they did the line stupid. I'm admitting it, they did the line stupid for the T-Series. They should have done it so that you can, like, take the T64, then the T64-76, and then go to maybe like a T80B.
Still got a lot to go on the T90-2.
Or to T72A. No.
Do you want me to ready up or?
No, it was the last match of the day. I have to go now. We have been going for almost 2 hours.
Oh, it's 2:04. Yeah.
You guys see that flickery thing at the top left hand of the screen? That's my sponsor. Check them out, link down below. Before the boss kicks me.
Got the blurb. Okay, now I got smoke discharges on my Type 90-2.
So I'll see you next week.
Yep, definitely.
Op zoek naar een laptop, maar geen zin om ze allemaal te vergelijken. Gelukkig is...
Ja.
And we are live! Welcome to the WAN show, you guys! It's got tech news, it's got guests, it's got everything except some kind of a coherent strategy today, because I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. Okay, one thing first. First things first. Hi, Justine.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's absolutely my pleasure. This is actually our first time meeting, even though she's been here all day. We actually have hardly interacted.
I was like, are you sure he's here? Did I get tricked? Is this like some warehouse that I just showed up to? Is this how I die? I'm confused.
At the very back of a working complex? Yeah, just drive to the very end.
Okay, in my defense, okay, it's
You're
not
busy.
It's not the least sketchy area.
No, it's not. It's
I mean,
great.
wait. It's not the most sketchy area. It's also not the least sketchy
I
area.
saw Starbucks on the way, so I felt at home.
Right.
There you go. Nice.
So she's here, and then we've also got Steven from Gamers Nexus and Riley/Keys from NCIS Tech Tips, because Luke and I, along with our other special guests, I don't know if I'm going to bring you guys on the show because you guys are getting plenty of camera time, but get on here and kind of say hi. Oh, are they being all camera shy?
Oh, you guys are so bashful.
You guys have literally had a piece of glass in your face all week.
Are we doing one at a time? Or?
Oh,
Do we leave now?
oh
the
wow! Look at that! It's Rod!
Here, take my spot.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's
Might want
okay.
to scoot
Oh,
over.
really?
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's Rod and Bob.
What's up, guys?
Did Linus and Luke just film another week-long show with these guys? Why do we keep inviting you here? So our celebrity judges were Justine, Steven, and Riley, and our co-competitors were Rod and Bob. Stay tuned because Tech Showdown, it'll be, I forget what I'm allowed to call them now. Whatever. The Tech Showdown videos that are going to be coming soon are going to be totally unlike previous Tech Showdowns. It's going to be pretty flippin' sick. So, right now it's showing viewers 0, which usually I have the Twitch chat up. It's possible we are streaming to no one. It's also entirely possible that it's not reporting correctly. So I'm gonna find out what's going on. You know what?
It happens.
I pretty much walked off of the set onto here. Not pretty much, literally. That is exactly what happened, and
very true.
and I didn't have a lot of time to kind of set everything up correctly. So you'll have to bear with me here.
Notification that it's live.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
looks
yeah, we're live. There are people watching. It's all good. Okay, so thanks, guys. So stay tuned for that. And why don't we jump into our intro for the week? Boop.
Well, usually we tease some topics.
Oh yeah, normally we tease some whatever. We've got crazy guests. We don't need topics.
Fair.
We could sit here and talk about anything.
To be fair, some of the best shows have no news.
That's true.
Right now, you know,
All right.
functionality is a big issue.
Sponsors for the show today. And let's get started. So, the original article here is from Tom's Guide. I'm going to go ahead and throw that up. But the word on the street is, when this click, works at some point,
It's a word that I'm pretty excited about.
the iPhone 8 is the world's fastest phone to go along with my world's slowest Wi-Fi right now. Apparently, not even close. Did you see 6-core processor? Did you see this coming?
No, but I did see a bunch of reviews of people doing speed tests,
Yeah.
even comparing the 8 to the Note 8, which was incredible because the Note 8 definitely did lag behind.
Yep.
Yeah, like specifically if we look at 3D Mark, the iPhone 8, 62,000, 8 Plus, 64,000, Note 8, you just referenced, 39,000.
Yep. I mean, it's one of those things. I got a lot of flack from my Note 8 review. People didn't really like it. They said I didn't really give it enough credit. But one of my key points was not that it was a bad phone at all. I said it's a great phone. It's probably the productivity king if you have any use for the stylus whatsoever.
Oh, I have it right here, actually.
There you go.
And being a huge iPhone fan too, I was quite surprised how much I really liked this
Have you
phone.
watched movies on it?
I watched Netflix.
Okay, so
Yeah.
any 21:9 like ultra widescreen content.
It felt a little bit, it wasn't ultra wide, but it felt a little bit strange because it is
Right.
a little bit, I don't know.
It's
Well,
narrow.
it's rounded.
Yeah, I mean,
That too.
I'm not going to complain because I watch stuff on planes all the time, so that's where I
Right.
consume most of my content. So I'm like, this is a step up from the back of an airplane. But yeah, and I think cameras too are something that is what people are mostly into. Most normal person who is going to look at their phone, they just wanted to take incredible photos to share out.
Yeah.
And even getting a chance to see it at the Apple event, out in the gold. I'm getting so excited. This is like what I live for, you guys. But in comparison to the X, that's what I'm going to be interested to see because
Right.
the hype around the 8 is way less than previous years. And there were tons of people that were talking about there were no lines,
Right.
usual, but I feel like that'll be way different for the X.
Oh, the X is going to be a
Yeah.
completely different story because, and don't take this the wrong way, it doesn't have to be a derogatory term, but that's the one the zombies are lining up for.
Yeah, I will be there.
Like if I was with my undead bells on. And it's just it's one of those things where anyway. So back to the Note 8. One of my key criticisms was that every previous Note had something really different, really killer about it, and I feel like Apple killed that with the iPhone X.
But they didn't do that with the 8s.
With the face no, the
Right.
8 is the most boring phone of all time.
I mean, it's essentially a 7S.
Can you believe they're still using the same shell? as the 6?
No, which is kind of crazy. I mean, they tried to get away with it by saying it's the glass back, which it does look really good. Like, I like that look. That's going back to like the iPhone 4 when they first introduced that, which was beautiful.
I loved
really
the 4.
beautiful.
I still have an iPhone 4 actually on my nightstand.
It's a great look.
You iPod it, right? Basically.
Yeah. I just use it when I need if I'm going to somewhere where like I might get mugged or whatever. But I want a phone, I just take my iPhone 4. People are like, give me your phone. I'm like, sure.
Well, clearly you don't have much love for it if you're going to give it up in the street.
Well,
come on.
It's worth less than my life, I'll say that much.
To add some more stats to this before we keep on going, in Geekbench 4, the iPhone 8 was 54% faster than the Galaxy Note 8, and in 54%, and just in standard media encoding, I don't remember exactly what was it was a 2-minute 4K video encoded. The iPhone 8 finished in 42 seconds. The Note 8 took more than 3 minutes, and the Galaxy S8 Plus took more than 4 minutes.
So what that tells us is 2 things. Number 1 is that the iPhone 8 is hella fast, and number 2 is that they are actually walking the walk when it comes to GPU computing and CPU computing and marrying them together.
Yeah.
Because AMD has been talking about that since the acquisition of ATI back in, what was it? Steven would know this, what was it, 2008?
What?
ATI acquisition?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, so whatever, about 10 years ago. Since then, AMD has been talking about how the GPU is going to be this fundamental fusion, they called it. You were not going to be able to tell the difference between a CPU doing something and a GPU doing something. You were just going to click go on a web page, or you were going to click encode on a video, or warp stabilize in a video editing application. And it was just going to use whichever one it used or some mixture of the two, and we were going to treat the GPU like more CPU cores, and programmers were going to get into it, and it never happened. But this is one of those infuriating things for the non-Apple folks out there, where Apple takes an idea that everybody else has been talking about for all this freaking time, and then actually does it.
Yeah. And that's classic Apple fashion. I mean, being a huge Apple fan, I think I get so much crap from the rest of you guys, which, and for fair reasons, which I'm not saying, but, I mean, what Apple is good at is taking all the things that everyone has been doing really, really well, and then they make it a widespread thing for everyone to enjoy and easy to use.
Like during the Apple event, there's a few things. I know wireless charging was one of them for me, where I was like, thank God they're doing it, because now everyone will do it.
Exactly.
Finally! And I was so afraid that just completely unnecessarily
they were going to make it some other technology.
They were going to make it proprietary.
Me too. I was like, no.
I was sure of it.
I was too.
But you know what? I think we actually do have like lackluster but present adoption of the technology broadly enough. I think we have that to thank for Apple kind of going, okay, this has enough momentum now that we don't need to absolutely break all the things for no apparent reason.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought they might have switched to USB-C for the X, but they didn't. I was hoping that they would.
I was kind of hoping that they would as well. And I was really hoping, like, a lot of devices have a Type-C port, but if you go and transfer photos off of them, they're actually running at USB 2 speeds. And I know that Apple actually did have a USB 3 Lightning connector on the iPad Pro as of, I believe, the first gen. So I'll be interested to see if the Lightning connector on the X is at least USB 3. Yeah. That would be sick.
Now, quick question. I just noticed you called it the X.
It's a mistake. Sorry, it's 10. I know, and I do that because I use Final Cut X, which is also Final Cut 10.
Right.
And I've been calling it that since the beginning.
Yeah.
So I'm so sorry.
But then Apple's thing is like OS X is not OS X, it's OS 10. So they have a long enough history of X is 10 that we're just supposed to ignore that all the other phones are called 7 and not VII.
Well, where did the iPhone 9 go?
Yeah, that...
I have a theory. I think the iPhone 9 is coming next September.
That's actually a brilliant idea that I didn't even think about.
So the iPhone 9 is coming, and it's going to still be the step down. It's going to be like the new SE. Okay. And then the X2 or the 11 or whatever they end up going with in terms of this series naming, or the X Mark II. You know what? I hear, again, tinfoil hat, I think they're just going to call it the iPhone 10 again next year. I think they're just going to call it the same thing. Because they've done it with every other bloody product line.
If they actually add, like, Mark II, that's kind of cool.
But they don't.
Yeah, I know.
That's the issue.
You said Mark II, and I was like, that's pretty
Late
sweet.
2018.
No, the naming conventions were a little bit off. I mean, technically, the 8 should be a 7S. But, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's the same A11 chip that is also in 8 and the X. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, they're still sharing a lot of that same technology, and I think it's going to be like, do you want facial recognition, and do you want to give up that Touch ID button?
I don't want to give up Touch ID. I
don't
love
think,
Touch
and
ID.
I don't think my parents would either. So I feel like there's a different kind of generation gap, and I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see when the X comes out, like what people kind of gravitate towards.
I think that's part of the reason we didn't get. The new shell for the 8 is that now it's the value phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In much the same way that like you if you buy an SE, it's that iPhone 5 shell.
Yeah.
So the value phone is like the like it's one of those things where Apple
It's status. It's appearance.
It's a status symbol. Where if you get the jet black one, everyone knows you're a mega baller and bought the top of the line. And then you put a case on it.
I know. This is terrible.
But in much the same way,
you don't even know. There's no way you can even tell unless you look.
I think Apple wants people who buy an 8 to feel like last gen chumps. A little bit. For at a glance, for it to not look any different.
For sure. Yeah, I mean...
Because they even rotated the camera, right?
No, that's on the X. The X has the rotated camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yep. So it's like extremely recognizably different.
Yes, it's really
Because
different.
I don't think that was for a reason.
Could have been.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure. That'd be interesting to see.
I'd like to see like an iFixit teardown or something.
So it's killer fast, which really surprised me because Apple stubbornly stuck to 2-core designs for the longest time when the entire rest of the industry was going like, no, put all the cores into the phones, even though historically it hasn't made a huge difference to performance in the applications that most people are using. But if I had to guess, I would say this utilization of both CPU and GPU and this addition of multiple cores is really Apple's way of saying, okay, look, we think that people are going to need all these cores for the kinds of workloads that are coming to phones in the near future. And if it's Apple, they're pretty good at predicting that. Now, I had people approach me out of the blue and say, can you believe so much of the keynote was about this stupid like facial emoji thing?
And they spent a lot of time on the watch. Which
okay, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Because who cares about the watch? No offense.
Okay, but to be fair, listen. You will have your entire. You don't even need to have your phone. Like you can have LTE on your wrist.
Yeah.
Granted, the battery life is not very good. I think you might have talk time of like an hour. But the fact that you don't need your phone, you can literally do. Okay, don't you shake your head. I'll stand up. You're gonna be out of the frame. I don't care. I mean, I don't think it's for everybody, but I think that is somewhat revolutionary in the fact that you really don't need this. I don't need anything. I can go for a walk. I don't. And
you can go for a walk, but don't go far.
Don't go far.
Yeah. Sorry, Brandon. It's because Justine's a little bit further back here. If you scooch up, then we're good.
There we
go. And I was getting rowdy. I'm like, don't you start dissing the watch.
Look.
What were we talking about before?
The watch, it has the potential. I have a Mark 0 or whatever. I have the original one. And my issue with it is that it's a development kit. It is not a finished product. It is a showcase of what they want the Apple Watch to do with a piss poor battery and no ability to have the actual time showing all the time.
Well, at least I know what time it is. It sometimes takes a little while.
Yeah.
But I do think that, of course, this is going to be the first gen of the LTE.
Come on! So, I mean, the joke in my review is that it works great if you're sitting there and if you don't mind whoever you're with to know that you're like, yo, what time it is. But, like, okay, imagine this. Like, so in my review, I bring up, like, what if you're in the middle of an awkward sexual encounter? You're on your back, you know, you want to know what time it is. It literally doesn't work.
Well, I mean,
you can't find out.
Who you're talking to.
You can't find out when it's going to be over.
I mean, like, I love my Apple Watch, so that's totally fine with me. I'm just uncomfortable.
It's part of the experience.
Oh, God.
Understandably.
But does it have the red dot on it? Because if not, it's not LTE, and I need to leave.
Oh, damn.
So.
There you go.
And is it ceramic? I need to know. No.
I think it makes a little bit more sense maybe in the States because you guys can get companion SIMs fairly easily. I don't think
it's coming up here.
Is it? It's not yet, really.
Okay.
Well,
and I think in Europe it's less common too.
So if I came here, I actually wouldn't be able to use it. So
let's talk about the bump. Okay, so last Apple topic for now, but let's talk about the bump on the watch then. They made a big song and dance about how they used the same frame with all the new tech packed into it.
2 pieces of paper thicker. The crystal.
Okay. Where's the end point of that? Are they just gonna keep doing this and just keep making the bump bigger?
But honestly, I looked at it and then I put it on and I could not tell a difference. I mean, like, 2 pieces of paper. What?
It seems like it would be very hard to notice.
You would not be able to notice because you already can feel this when it's on your wrist. But you're not the 2 pieces of paper. You're fine.
Yeah.
But if you want to find some more reasons to hate it,
that's
no, we don't have time for that.
That's pretty easy for me to do. Hold on a second. Let me just see if there's anything else interesting in here. Yeah. Oh.
No, I don't like that one.
Okay, this is off MacRumors.com. I have some bad news. Did you know this yet?
I mean, we've kind of all been assuming it since they announced it.
Dun dun dun! iPhone 10 production faces further delays. Will start in mid-October. Okay, I've got 2 questions for you. Do you think, apparently final production of the iPhone 10 has yet to even start?
And that's, I mean, pre-orders are starting the 3rd or 27th. Wait, pre-orders are the 3rd and it's supposed to ship the 27th.
So, if you had to guess, what do you think it is? What's the supply chain issue? Yeah. Do you think it's that they can't get enough? Or do you think it's that they need too much? I guess it's sort of 2 different ways of looking at it. So realistically, they obviously made one. They had it on the stage.
Like they may have been waiting though to see how the 8 did.
You think so?
Potentially. I mean, because
it's the screen.
You think it's the screen?
Aren't they getting the screen from Samsung?
They are.
Yeah.
So they could also be limiting the display.
I need to. I don't. There's not a ton of room.
Yeah, I know.
Well, no, don't scoot over more because you're gonna go into.
Yeah, then you'll be in the microphone.
I'll stay on the edge.
Look, we aren't set up for guests very well. We're like
this mic is in like a terrible position. There's a way better way to do this setup, and I have not been approved yet to fix it. So,
you haven't?
No, I asked you to, and you were like, "That's way too expensive." It's way too expensive. It's like $400 or $500.
Yeah, no, we're not.
Should we start a GoFundMe?
Yeah. That's the answer to any stupid thing.
You could also just take this mic and like probably get Jake to 3D print something to me.
Yeah, that would probably work. Yeah. That would probably work.
Yeah, well, there was also some people that were talking about they weren't 100% sure if the facial recognition was ready, so it could also be a software thing.
That might have been a response, to what happened on stage.
But what happened on stage was that phone had been restarted, and anytime you have to restart it, you have to add the pin.
Yeah.
So that was not a facial recognition issue.
Wow, someone's pissed about that.
Yeah, so I mean, it could be a combination of software not ready and also supply demand for the screens, which is very realistic.
Yeah, this article also covered that the iPhone 8 is not getting as much interest from customers as previous smartphones launched this fall, and suggests that there could be many Apple fans holding out for the iPhone 10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what a thought.
Or you just get the 8 and then get the 10 and then,
and just keep
they
them
commit
both.
you. They're like, you have a problem. You don't.
And then you could just rub them on your body every day.
Well, I was surprised.
Try to absorb the Appleness.
Because my sister today, she's like, should I go buy a phone? I was like, oh, you're never gonna get one. She's like, well, walked into Best Buy, got one, and I was like, well, that was easy. So I'm not sure.
Right.
The supply. I mean, people are still getting them same day. And the lines weren't very long, but the pre-orders was very smooth. And normally, all of the Apple pre-orders is a disaster. So maybe things just worked well for the pre-orders.
It is a real departure from standard Apple operating procedure for them to roll out a slide that basically says it's everything you love about the iPhone 7 but better. For the iPhone 8.
Yeah.
Nothing. They didn't say magical. They didn't say revolutionary. They didn't say. Yeah.
Because it's not though. So,
but usually they find a way to make it seem like that.
That's true. Well, I think
they use plastic, so it's unapologetic.
But they were saving that for the 10.
I guess so, but it's just like they still need to sell iPhone 8s.
Yeah, I bet they probably won't have that much of an issue.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
And they'll be able to slow sell them over time, so they'll move them eventually.
Yeah. All right, so our next topic, thank you, and
thank you.
I'll talk to you soon once we're done the show. Our next topic is definitely right in Steven's wheelhouse, so get on in here. All right. This is fun.
How's it going?
Pretty good. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Steve from Gamers Nexus. I think that pretty much wraps it up. we do technical hardware reviews and analysis.
All right. Speaking of technical hardware reviews and analysis.
I'm going to add to that for a quick second. We've referenced Steve and Gamers Nexus quite a few times on WAN Show. If you've heard us talk about things like the Noctua color controversy and a few other things, you guys followed up with that.
Yeah, that one was interesting.
Yeah, so if you guys want to see stuff like that, one thing that I really like on your guys' channel is how you'll dive into like how something was made.
Yeah.
And kind of sometimes rip the company a new one a little bit. But
yeah, a little. Like it's a fine line to walk, right?
Yeah. But I like the attention to detail anyways.
Well liked by consumers. You get a mixed reaction on the other side of things if you mention Gamers Nexus. So, rumored Coffee Lake pricing. Okay. Now, I don't know how much you know or don't know, and you don't know how much I know or don't know about Coffee Lake. So all we can go based on is what we are reading off of this page in front of us, which is copied off of pchubonline.pl or awesome-table.com. Okay? So this is what we're going on. This is all the information that we have, but there is some good information in here. So it tells us how many cores it's rumored to have, what the TDP it's rumored to will be, but tells us the rumored TDP, tells us rumored cache, tells us socket rumored, and it tells us clock speed rumors as well. So apparently, the Core i7-8700K might end up landing about $400. As a rumored to be 6-core 12-thread processor at 3.7 to 4.7 gigahertz and 95-watt TDP. Is that too high? Does that kill it?
Is that USD? 408?
That's a conversion to USD now.
So here's the thing. We were talking with our Patreon backers a little bit about this. The problem I have with this...
See that guy just dropped the Patreon plug in there? That was
That's not what that is.
That was...
I've been watching you a while, man. I know.
You got that in there right at the beginning, too.
So
this guy's seen a YouTube retention graph.
So yeah, talking to them, and the thing is, it is evolution for Intel to go to 6 and 12, right? That's definitely a movement. But if you're moving in that direction and then sticking a similar price on it to what you had on previous high-end i7s, well, like the low end of the HEDT CPUs, it's not really that much of an evolution.
So does this seem,
that's the price.
Does this smell like, if that pricing is correct, which I don't know if it is, but if it is, does this smell a little bit like 6950X?
Yeah, well, so...
Here's 2 more cores.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, it costs $700 more than the 8-core we had last gen.
Right.
Oh, by the way, there's an 8-core, and enjoy.
One thing I can say about price, because I've said this before, we had an undisclosed manufacturer talk to us not long ago about pricing targets, and I was told 10 to 20 more than the existing i7.
See, there it's disruptive.
Right.
There, it's potentially a Ryzen clobberer. I mean, you got this word right on your shirt here, gamers.
Right.
Would gamers have a reason to buy a Ryzen processor if the 8700K is $10-20 more than a 7700K?
There's a whole lot of caveats in that question.
How does it overclock? How is the platform stable? But let's assume it's a reasonably well thought out Intel launch. Let's assume Turbo Boost up to 4.7 works as expected. Let's assume that everything goes well. Should you even buy a Ryzen?
If you only play games and you're looking at spending about the same amount of money, then probably not. If it's $100 more than an R7 1700, and you do things like actual content creation that is CPU accelerated, not just GPU accelerated, then you should definitely be looking at Ryzen. So I think it comes down to a lot of things. There are a lot of people with the Ryzen launch where people who are content creators are realizing there's so much performance I've left on the table, and they can really accelerate it now. And then people who aren't content creators but want to see AMD succeed are saying, I can multitask. But there's a difference between having Twitch and your music open and playing a game and actual, like, what you do or what we do, production. So it depends. Like, at $408, I think that's a little too much.
Now, the chart also has some expected pricing for other processors, and it has the 8600K, so that's the rumored 6-core 6-thread at $286. So we could be seeing this particular listing inflated on the i7 because that's the most popular, we know from our Amazon sales affiliate link stuff. We know it's by far Intel's most popular channel processor anyway. But if we're looking at, let's say the price gap is more like 100, which is what it normally is. So let's say that one is more like, 380 something at 286. Again, the gamer question, and the rumor is that the 8400 will also be a 6-core part. I mean, that, according to previous asterisk 400 parts, should be like a $235, $245 part.
Yeah, and again, it's not a linear evolution if the price increases. It moves the bar. So currently i5s, and we said this in our review of the R5s, there's not a lot of reason to buy an i5 right now. The i7 still holds on really well. But you look at R5s and there's actual gains there. There's gains in frame times in specific games where you don't really get that change with an i7 because it's already got all the threads. So I mean, I would need to see i5s stay the same price if they're increasing core count or come down with the current core count to be viable to me still.
I think part of the issue here, and it's not going to make up like $150, but part of the issue here is that we're going from another currency and converting back to USD, and it's not just dollar conversion that happens there. There's different pricings in different regions, there's import taxes, there's all this kind of stuff.
There's the fact that this is an early listing, so they could be trying to convince stupid customers to pre-order based on this pricing that will actually drop on launch day once availability is real and pricing's real and everyone gets their listings up.
And some include like VAT and stuff too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So this could have like 90% included.
So we'll take it. We'll take it for what it is. A rumor based on incomplete data at best.
And I would say to add some value to the rumor, like my look at it is, if it is 400 to 410 for the i7, that's kind of too much. It might be a good performer,
yeah,
but that's more than I want to see.
Yeah.
If it's like $10 to $20 more than the current i7s, that falls in line with Intel's current price creep, where every generation they've very slowly increased it, dollars at a time.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how
they really do play a long game, don't they?
They do, man.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes you look at what they're doing and you go, but then other times you look at what they're doing and you go,
yeah.
Speaking of rumors with not a ton of credibility, this one's from WCCF Tech.
Oh.
Apparently this came out of Eurocom. It is rumored, and this is very early rumors, that the upcoming 10 nanometer Ice Lake will bump the core count from 6 to 8, and then the thread count from 12 to 16 to match AMD's Ryzen 7, and that'll be second half of 2018. So the timing sounds right, because Intel does refresh every year, even if they don't really have anything to show us. Evils, can you?
You or I could have guessed that, though. They're going to have a new processor next year?
Yeah, but I actually wouldn't have guessed they'd go 8-core. I would have said they might not bother.
I was kind of expecting 8-core for Coffee Lake. So
really?
yeah.